ALW, I'm getting ready to play.
Hello, are you doing something like WaifuWarS or something?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to play, so I'll take my headphones off shortly once the match gets started.
Okay, so you'll be playing for Kaguya?
Yeah, I'll be playing against Flyers Requiem, who's doing team kits.
Yep. Anyways, just now I completed the next installment of Future Languager, which
Nice.
will be covering the next MU that we'll be getting. Yeah, that'll be featuring Virelia. I think that's how people pronounce her name.
Mm-hmm.
And the other character is Seraphina. I think both of them are pretty strong in their own ways, based
Right.
on what I've seen on their talent.
Right, I'm gonna go ahead and take my headphones off, I guess, for now while I'm playing, so that, if you or
Okay, there won't be
JB
any
or
distraction.
anyone wants to come in, they can commentate freely.
Yeah.
Right.
Jim, who we got on the docket today?
okay.
私があんたに早く家に帰りたいわ。すみません。みんなのために。ちょっと待った。その軟弱な意志を私の思うままに。これは必要なプロセス。新たな世界をみんなの私に何を教えてくれるの？私に何を教えてくれるの？怖がらないで。痛くないから。やっぱり安心して私に背中を預けて。女神様の何を炎の輝きよ、私の刃となれ。やっぱりこっちだよ。やっぱり戦いは避けて通れないのね。こっちだよ。みんなのために。行くよ。やっぱり戦いは避けて通れないのね。行くよ。早く家に帰りたいわ。 たな世界をはいやっぱり戦いは避けて通れないのね。みんなのために安心して私に背中を預けて。やっぱり戦いは避けて通れない。いくよ。まだ終わらないよ。みんなのためにみんなのために。あなたの財布もっと痩せた方がいいんじゃない？やっぱこっちだよ。やっぱり戦いは避けて通れないのね。私に何を教えてくれるの？ちょっと待った。私に何を教えてくれるの？
私に何を教えてくれるの？その軟弱な意志を私の思うままに。その軟弱な意志を
Interesting.
私の思うまま。やっぱり戦いは避けて通れないのね。はい。
ちょっと待った。人を殺める武器は捨てな。ちょっと待った。
やっぱり戦いは避けて通れないのね。
ちょっと待った。
やっぱり戦いは避けて通れないのね。
安心して私に背中を預けて。炎の輝きよ、私の刃となれ。
畳みかけます。やっぱり戦いは避けて通れないのに。限りのない力を感じた。早く家に帰りたいわ。一気に行きますよ。やっぱり
安心して私に背中を預けて。
私に何を教えてくれる？やっぱり私に何を教えてくれるの？あれ？私に何を教えてくれ。早く家に帰り。あれ？早く家に帰りたいわ。
Boom.
世界を創造するために。
みんなの人を殺める武器いくよ。やっぱり戦いは避けて通れないのね。限りのない力を感じて。人を殺める武器は捨てなさい。女神様の名において。
早く家に帰りたいわ。これでいいですか？
Okay. That was Kaguya Gaming and Shinpachi Gaming. I was also surprised at the no deck gunners just catching up on Twitch chat. I thought that was weird. Yeah, best of one Kong. So the way the format works this time is it's like the big group stage is where we each play against like 10 different people. And then whichever people have the highest number of wins, like whichever team out of those groups have the highest number of wins, the top two will go to like a knockout big like elimination game with like, you know, top four, then finals. That's true, that's true. So like I think the big thing was that Fire didn't bring deck gunners on his Gits. Or Firebrands on Lucretia. Not that I have much faith in Firebrands, but like I think if he'd done that, I would have had to use my Elma 3C a lot sooner. Just to have like extra damage reduction on the Shinpachi, so I can like hope that the Tiamat aura or Tiamat armor plus the candle aura plus his natural DR from his 3C passive and then the DR from Elma is enough to like counterbalance the tiaras, but it'd be hard with those archer troops, it really would. But I think that ultimately it's always hard to play tank push against Kaguya. I think he made the right call not trying to pick like some turtley comp where he like took like a real like regular healer instead of like the tiaras, which is like the offensive tank plus support healer. I think with the tiaras, that was his best chance at breaking me. I actually would have given a tank that wasn't Shinpachi because Shinpachi is a god gamer, and even if you do win the troop game or something, there's also still just a 20% chance that you don't get to hit him, which makes tank bust incredibly frustrating against him. Never mind the fact that with the Tiamat armor and Empress guards and you know, regular infantry bulk and all that stuff, it's a lot of damage reduction on these troops. And then Kaguya just did Kaguya things and nuked once I had that Elma DI buff. I was kind of just waiting for the chance once I saw he didn't bring deck gunners. I was like, oh, I have no rush here. I may as well wait for the TR's 3C to run out, hang back, get all my cards, get, you know, all my Mary stacks, all my buffs up from Chris, all that stuff, and then just go nuke. I don't know if we have anyone else ready to play. I think Vice was going to try to fit some games in this afternoon, maybe. I think he like just came back from vacation, so he's gonna see if he can squeak by and get a couple things going before this regular WaifuWarS season's ends, because people are supposed to have their game ends by, I think, like tomorrow or the day after, for scores to get tabulated for our top 4. Team Kaguya will not be featured in the top 4. I've not done that well in general. Although I don't think I've actually played that bad, but I've lost a fair number of games that I don't think I actually did bad, but it's just how it worked out. And Whooper had to forfeit a lot of his matches because he's been really busy doing a PhD or whatever it is that Whoopers do. Yeah, let me see if there's anyone else that wants to play while I have stream up. Otherwise, there might be some replays we can look at. I think Wallian and Stow just played a game like just before I came online. I don't know if either of them put it on their card. Yeah, just took a Slapdy. What about Stow? I'm guessing Stow didn't put it on card either. If I scroll past him yet. No, he's offline. I wasn't sure that Kaguya Arcane Blast would one-shot as much as it did. She still has like an electric headgear on from me not switching her gear compared to like my regular Apex box. I have like a Star Crown or a Glory of the World or even her exclusive, which can boost her damage output a little bit with more crits, or the Star Crown with more AoE damage. Stout does not have it, just Game vs. Meow, which I think we've watched. Yeah, I guess we could watch that while we see if there's any content gonna show up. Was anyone commentating my match versus Fire while I was playing there?
No.
Okay. Yeah, sorry for all the silence then.
I don't feel right being the main commentary. Kong agrees.
Dang. So what you're telling me is that I didn't have to come back, watch my VOD later, and see that Meow appeared for like 15 minutes to commentate, you know, and then disappeared or something.
Not this time.
Not this time. And I won't have to shush him in the most hilarious way ever conceived.
Damn, I meowed 4 times and one of my cats appeared.
Is that like the new Beetlejuice? Meow, 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 and all of a sudden cats just spawn.
They're just like, ah, yes, the song of my people.
Look at this first Pixelica gaming. What is this meta? God, the meta is so mess right now in regular ladder play. With it's just, oh, just Pixelica and then some hero that's absolutely broken with 100% block chance. It's awful. I must have crit the Luke puppet or something, because Luke herself was fine in that game versus Fire. And then it was what, the tiaras and the flow that exploded too? Yeah, I was watching that VOD, Kong. I like the Rusty Kong video though, it's fun. It was good content to watch. Even if you're not playing at your best, that you'll get to after you've warmed up a little bit more. And yeah, Celica's weird, right? Because like her kit isn't very complete until 5 stars, where you can roll like 3 skills to pick from instead of just 2. but also she's so broken that I think most people are just using her anyways, myself included. I spent like all those universals we got from the free Elise thing, where I don't need Elise. I have no interest in taking her from 5 to 6 stars, and I already had her at 5 stars. So I'm like, oh, I'll just take the universals and use that to 4-star my Celica. But like even 3-star, I've seen get plenty of use. Nah, Kong, you got this. Somebody's got to block Hail, you know? I don't want to fight Hail. Turd fights are like so funny, but also sometimes they're so boring. I say that as someone who loves turtling, but I kind of hate turtle mirrors. I understand the irony there. Oh, okay, so he's giving stacks to Christie. I guess he's more worried about the Ymir dispel than he is about clocking his Andy, assuming this is a clock Andy. What I've done sometimes is I'll like use her 2C first, where if I know the enemy can't like immediately rush up to me, I will like use her armor affinity on one person, and then next turn I can start off with casting 3C, which gets the skill back on cooldown to then go cast it another 2 more times, so you get 3 usages in 2 turns instead of just like 2 usages in 1 turn. That kind of thing. But I don't know, I think this hero is a whole mess. I know she's turtle friendly, but I'm not super happy about her existence. Certainly not happy about his existence, ruining my Hoffman gaming with his almost full uptime debuff immunity. He's got abs, he's got a pretty cool mask, but I think his kit is gross. Also, why does he have Redeemers? That's so unnecessary. Yeah, it's crazy to me. Like, so I made like a little PvP tier list that I thought might be helpful for people, because like the Chinese ones are like so not correct, even like matching, like even the ones for the current global patch are pretty off, at least in my opinion. But like I put like AO, she's not even like in my top 2 tiers for what I put, because I think she's just not that good anymore. Regular Y1, like, you know, the less dank Mo is, I think, stronger. Oh yeah, you know, I could add like a bot command or something, yeah. That's a good idea. Once I actually like add a bot to chat. I think I think that Ski or whoever has made like a bot for my guild server and stuff that is in some other Discord servers that could also probably add that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll watch this game play out. Maybe Vice or someone will appear to fight Meow. Otherwise, I'll maybe do JB and call it there. This is... Oh, today's Wednesday. That would be Key JB. I'm not doing Key JB.
I was about to say, that's a choice. I know your account is new-ish, but like...
Oh, I haven't done Key JB since I was like a 3-month-old account, you know? Although I think there's some like new strat with Vidar to make it go really fast. Just, I literally do not need those rewards in the slightest, so...
Yeah, Vidar and Lambda is like a turn 1 strat.
Finally a usage for Lambda.
We're apparently going to be seeing some Lambda next season.
Oh, is Raven gonna run Team Lambda or something?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be Raven Falcon because Raven knows that I'm a shitty partner.
He's like, no, I'm done with you, JB.
He's never
Friendship
even
ended.
tried. Friendship ended? That's assuming Raven ever liked me.
I do think it was also probably a good call though that Mikey brought up, last season. Let's not do like the continued partners thing over and over. You get the power couples of like Meow plus Edgar and Stow plus Mikey that are just a menace.
Yeah, right.
Now, are those players still sweeping on their own now? Yes, they are. But at least they're not sweeping together.
Instead of Mikey and Sadao, we've been blessed with Mikey and Zuko, as if
Right.
that's, so much fairer.
Right. What is their record as a team right now, even? It's like something crazy, right? Like 17-3 or something? 17-4 maybe? I'm sorry, not
Yeah,
17. It'd be like... No, actually, that's probably about right. I don't know. They're Group A, right? Did Raven post the sheet
Yeah,
somewhere?
there's a relatively new one. I'm pretty sure from earlier this morning.
So I just noticed that in main court, cognitive vice is needed in Waifu Wars.
Yeah, we want him to provide content. Because he
Okay.
has so far mostly failed to provide content so far this season because he's been on vacation and stuff. So I think he's only played like a couple matches.
Alright.
He has played 2. Actually, one of those might not have even been played because Zigram forfeited his matches. So he might have played exactly 1 match worth of content so far this Waifu War season. Which I get it, busy stuff, but I want the content.
Anyways, so far with the SOC, I've been playing that game for, like as a fair amount of time as a Languisher.
I'm not taking it like too hardcore. I'm
Yeah.
pretty satisfied with my time in Langrisser, so like I'm doing my dailies and stuff on it, but I'm not
Yeah.
really going too crazy with pushing content or anything. I'm not planning to be very hardcore unless they improve it in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Anyways, soon they're gonna release a new hero to the game.
Yeah, that seems like the kind of thing they should do at some point.
Yeah. I think they release a new banner every Friday. Kind of like Languisher is like where they release new banner every Thursday.
So I wonder if Mikey has electrics in his team. He kind of has made a bit of a... No, he's fine actually. AO doesn't reach because she didn't breeze or anything. I was gonna say he needs to be careful because AO has swap up and Lanford is bound, which will get him swapped out of guard, but she doesn't reach, so... There's the breeze, a little bit too late. Because that would have been a nice free kill. As it is, I'm worried that Volk is just going to get tank busted. By some, like, Ymir into Ishin into Ymir gaming or something. Because the dude just clocks over and over and over. And it's OP. I think some people have been putting Overlord's badges on their tanks just to try and deal with Ymir, like breaking through all their Rosen stacks. I haven't done that. I don't have like a lot of Overlord badges. I certainly don't have any with good tank enchants, but I thought that's a neat idea.
And this is their third scrim, like back to back to back. In the second game, I know Mikey's Ymir did not kill Volk's Lightbringer because she immuned like 2 or 3 of the debuffs. Whether that was from Overlord badge or from Lanford, I don't know.
I think it was from Lanford. I caught the beginning of that like before Fire pinged me to play our match.
Okay.
I just like that was Phalanx LB versus whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he had like Lanford or yeah. I think that was probably the Lanford command. I haven't actually tested which debuffs this does, if it's just attack and int, like as the one debuff, the defense and match defense, or if it also prevents like damage reduction and mobility down, like what exact stats it does the immunity for, I'm not sure. I should test that at some point, but I'm a little bit lazy.
Like, will that completely negate like a Luke 3C?
It should. That's what I would think. Except Luke also does like skill, but I guess that probably also means skill. Like I don't know. It doesn't list which specific buffs, Or which specific stats?
Wait, you're telling me that in this game of all games, there are mechanics that are not thoroughly explained?
Fire catching my mistake and reporting score because I completely forgot. Good on him.
Anyways, I'll be head off for now.
Alright, see you later, LW. So Mikey's kind of taking his time here, not really doing any active game plays or anything like that to try and set up tank bust. I wonder if we'll see Ymir go fling himself in here or not. Nope. Mikey has a lot more patience than I do, I guess. Maybe he wants to let things get close enough that he actually has Land Fedora to support his tank busting. Because it's not like Volk has a lot of offensive play here. The only thing would be a swap. So it does get a lot harder for Ymir to tank bust now that you've got this first strike on Christian here. Or Volk has it, I should say. This Volk's not in chat. So now he probably does actually really want that landward command. Because Ymir can hard fail, I think, if he's attacking into a first strike tank. I assume anyways. I haven't built mine, so all I can really say is what I've experienced fighting against him. I haven't played that many matches since the new update. I might try and stream some more ladder this weekend, try and get to Lang.
Yes.
Oh, is that what he was waiting for this whole time with attack blessing? I didn't even think about it. Technically, you get attack blessing to like 2 units there.
Christy totally lives attack blessing, right?
Yeah, I believe.
With Vanguards, the tankiest troops in the game.
Also, so like Mikey's a little bit of danger of getting AO swapped out of guard with like the landward or something, but he can also just move his LB up to here, and then there's no position that LB can actually, or sorry, that Y2 can reach the landward without swapping him back into Lightbringer guard. Because he didn't use the electric on Celica to mark her or anything, but he could just do that, you know? But we'll see how he positions here. Also, even if Lanford does get killed, it's not really the end of the world for Mikey. The Ymir is really his win con.
Oh, he also lost revive on Machine, huh?
Yeah.
Though it's not like that's very punishable right now.
No. It would take like a couple of unit exchanges. So yeah, he does let this happen. I don't know, maybe he thinks Lanford tanks. He is in Lancer form right now, so maybe if he's Tiamat, he will live. I would have tried. Okay, that does get the kill. I was going to say I would have done 2C. I think that would have been stronger since he was bound. And the troops aren't particularly good against magic there, just the hero. But I guess if it was last right Lanford, then the 3C would be stronger. If it's Tiamat, then I think the 2C is probably better.
So since today is just me learning all of the dumb interactions of this game, do the next 5 hits of her AoE ignore the last right since the first one broke it? Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yeah. She comes out ahead in like every possible way with her 3C when I ran some testing with like Tiamat and main chord. Tiamat the player, I should say, not Tiamat the equipment. Where like each hit counts separately for like checking the damage calculation in terms of like last right still being up, Christie bubble still being up, Nymph bubble still being up, stuff like that. But it doesn't trigger, 6 frozen seal heals or anything like that. It just benefits from like the perfect slot in the mechanism trigger where it doesn't have like any bad sides to it. Unlike say Polyol, which, she does do 2 AoEs. And, she can break rights and stuff with the first one, but she does have 2 Rosen Seal triggers, stuff like that. I think it's not even the same mechanic as Crimzo's AoEs. I think we tested that. It's not even like the same timing or like the same interaction or something. I don't think. It was just weird.
But it's like the same as how Varelia is going to be.
Yeah.
Where she gets both of hers off before like a Rosen trigger.
Yeah, and it should count for breaking rights and stuff with the first.
I love invisible mechanics in my strategy game.
That's the one thing sort of Convalera has going for it, is the in-game help is actually pretty informative. On the other hand, there's not anything to do with that information because there's no PvP and the PvE is not that hard. I'm not sure why he did that. I don't think this actually does anything if we're over 4 stacks, right? Because it only generates buffs based on how many things you're shy of max stacks. Or of 4 stacks, I should say, not max. There is no max, so, if you try to pick SPL meta into this guy, you just feed him so he does 16 dispels with his 3C or some nonsense.
I mean, it is free to use because, like, the cooldown is 0.
Mm-hmm. I just don't think it actually does anything either.
Yeah. Damn. Rip Second Life.
Mm-hmm. So that's... I'm trying to think about how this is going to play out. So I think that Volk should lose this. He hasn't at any point... I don't know if he hasn't rolled the Armor Affinity yet, but he doesn't have... Unless he just gets lucky, he's not going to clock to be able to kill this Ymir consecutively. So there's really... Or even the Ishin, as long as she manages her cooldowns properly, or like her stacks properly, so she never hits 0 going into a turn, since... Actually, Mikey has turn prio anyways, but... Like, it's just really hard for Andy to ever actually win this game. Mikey can kind of just chill until the fog pushes him close enough that he can just murder from in guard range. And like, even if Andy kills Celica, Ymir still keeps the Celica revive and his Redeemer revive, and Volk has no way to shut off either of those here. So he's gonna come take Ishin first life. Which obviously annihilates, but like... to what end afterwards? He has no skill now. Rip Andy. This hero is broken, but everything else is also so broken now, though, that he's not broken enough anymore. Poor guy.
What kind of copium would he need to take Lightbringer life with Javelin?
I don't know, but if you find out, I want some of it. That sounds like my copium that Lugner is going to get an OP casting passive. Yeah, I guess it was still Breeze, huh? I mean, he didn't put Celica stacks or anything on it, so... But I didn't notice if it was an actual Breeze. I'm guessing you saw one, Loon.
Yeah, he breezed after that hit.
Hmm.
Damn, we really gotta be rerolling Clock Andy, huh?
It's way too broken. It's like I backseat Matthew McConaughey sometimes in main court, right? And like the day or like the week that Celica came out, I'm like, oh, let's just first pick Celica and then let's try second picking Andy and see what it's all about. Q soloing the entire game with Andy. It's just filthy. Ymir's about to get some pretty fat dispels. Will he get himself another 4 stacks after he fails, like if he fails the first kill too? Is that how that works? Will he end up at 10 stacks here?
I'm honestly not going to pretend I know anything about how this unit works.
Yeah. I guess he couldn't actually reach himself there. So he did have to use the AA. So you get some debuffs through.
Rip Christie. Rip
Well,
Ymir?
Let's see. The first strike is pretty good. Yeah. But also, it's not like really rip because he just clocks and gets to do it again next turn. And he basically fully heals after standing. Not only does he get to do it next turn, he gets to do it twice next turn. Oh, we do see him getting the 3C back with the Celica. That's nice. He gets to just AA Ymir first, though, so Ymir can even just do it again this turn. Twice. And Christie's definitely not surviving a second time, because now she's gonna properly lose buffs, depending on how Mikey plays it. I don't know if the trick here is you use the 1C, so you go into 4 stack mode, so you dispel and do magic damage and all that stuff, or if you'd rather just do it raw. I don't think he preserves act again, like buffs when he acts again or anything, so he probably does want to just do it raw, I think, and try it. Hope that she doesn't proc Thorns again. And Volk was pretty good with his positioning here, so everything's in passive guard. Also, thanks to the Frozen Seal acting in between, he actually won't do enough stacks now. So he might fail here again, honestly. Because like he can only take life if he doesn't act again, but if he does act again, he's going to lose most of these buffs. I don't know which he'll regain. Like if he doesn't get attack buff afterwards, that could be pretty bad. So he tries it raw. He does kill himself doing it.
Damn, Christie is actually the greatest tank in this game, huh?
It's just, he's so bad against any first strike. It's why he's countered by Tyrant. Oh, apparently he does preserve buffs on Act again, I guess. Oh, I see. So he's going to force the Andy to fog himself if he wants to kill. I think that's the right play. Still doesn't really help him kill this Christian, though.
Like, if he's whiffed the first 2 times, will he not the next?
It's just that now he like the Christie doesn't have like Celica stacks or anything, and he actually has his own stack, so he gets more dispels. So like her losing that defense buff, the magic defense buff, like getting more apostle procs, that could all play into things here.
True, yeah.
But he doesn't have actual attack buff or anything. I think it probably was safer to act again last turn before hitting the Christie. Oh, he must have Moby down to the Christian, or passive blocked. Passive blocked. But he fails on the Andy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Andy's the same thing,
Yeah,
except more damage.
Yeah, he really just doesn't fare very well against first strike heroes. Oh, we get a ping in Mistcord. Is this a WaifuWarS game?
Sort of.
It's just say 41 saying it's tomorrow or nothing, which Raven was going to say anyways.
I thought we have until the 16th.
Oh, is it the 16th? I have no idea.
Pretty sure.
I don't know which of my other games that I have left, because I still have like another 2 left, I think, that'll actually get in, because I haven't really heard from QK in a while. Anywhere, like in main court or here, even though I chat with them in main court sometimes. And DK Cecil I haven't heard much from in general across the season. Otherwise, it's just Falcon, who I can probably get a hold of sometime between now and the end of the season. But yeah, I guess I'll end things here for now. It doesn't seem like Vice is immediately available or anything. So maybe we'll be back later, maybe we won't. I don't have much going on tonight, so we'll find out. Thanks for watching, peeps. Thanks for joining. Commentate, JB.
It's no problemo. See you
Have a
later.
good one.